Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Greg K6EGG live stream. In just a few minutes, you're going to enjoy some free amateur radio fun here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Greg K6EGG live stream. We'll see how this live stream goes tonight. Hopefully I got most of my bugs worked out. I'm going to get a rain camera going for tomorrow. It's dark outside right now, but it is really starting to get a little wet outside. Nice to see Lawrence in there, Shane, Andy, of course. Always good to see you in the chat. I got to figure out something here. I'm trying to move my windows around a little bit so I have a little bit more space, but it doesn't seem to be cooperating with me too much. Okay, so I don't know how much radio I'm going to do on this ham radio live stream, but what's up, Joe? Nice to see you in the chat. A couple quick things. Number one, we're under a state of emergency. We were in California for like 3 years or something, but didn't make much of a difference. But rain's actually pretty serious here. Flights are diverting out of LAX into local airports around Southern California. I know Ontario got a bunch of flights. California is not used to getting this much rain at once, let alone getting rain, period. They're shutting down some schools for tomorrow, but the Grammys are okay to go on. So I don't know what the priorities are for that. You can go out and watch the Grammys in person. But anyways, I might tune into the scanner a little bit. There's not much I can hear because most of it's P25 encrypted. But maybe probably a lot of accidents on what's it called? On the highways here in Southern California. What else was I going to say? Let's see if this thing works here, which I was concerned about, which I couldn't get to work correctly yesterday. Oh, perfect. A green screen. Not what I was planning. Interesting. Should have tested that before I went on, I guess.
What was supposed to be on?
My M1 Mac.
Oh.
No, it's not. It's not cooperating. And I don't know why. Maybe I need to reset it. All right, hold on. That always does it. That always does it, right?
Of course.
So I'm bringing it in a little bit differently. I can actually bring in, let me not make sure the audio is not on that. So let's say if I wanted to bring in a video now, I don't want to show that. I can actually do it now and it won't look jittery. Oh, this is not the one I wanted. Oh, this is going to get me confused. I got to get out of that before I get a headache. That's weird. The one from right now popped up on my live stream. So I can bring in a video with audio, and it will look pretty.
I'm not alone.
It was so I don't know. Anyways, I got it working better than I did yesterday. So I want to talk about some ham radio stuff here. We're going to talk about ham radio. Let's see if I can pull this thing up here. Great. Now I can't find it in my favorites. All right. So I'm having a problem. I basically have and I got the boys in SonoBus, by the way, at least two of them, whatever they refer as, or identify as.
I identify as a ham stick.
As a ham stick?
Yeah.
Let me pull this up.
Also, I'm missing a passive green cube, which has temporarily been saved.
It's temporarily been saved?
Yeah. I need to take a break from a pass. I've done 2 of them today before the cutoff of when they were going to potentially kill it. I just need a break. I've been working it hard.
Sounds like you might have a little bit of an addiction problem.
No, I was just trying to make sure. I was trying to, cross the finish line strong. So like I woke up early and worked a pass, and I was falling asleep before your stream. So I'm currently downing a sugar-free Red Bull because it's the only one I have.
It's one of my favorite ones.
It tastes like it needs sugar.
No, I'm good. If I have sugar and that at the same time, that's a little too much for me. I got to be honest with you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to follow it up with a Mountain Dew. So
You're hurting.
I'm hurting.
I almost put you in timeout there. Okay.
Of course you would.
Let's try to keep you awake here. I wanted to bring in this thing. And the reason why I'm doing this live is I want to get some more opinions. I know people don't swear by it. God, it's an expensive antenna. It's the automatic magnetic loop antenna. So I'm trying to make my ham shack more permanent. I cannot use my wire permanently. I just can't. The way that my house is, I'm just not going to. I would love to. I think it works really good where it was at. It's in my garage right now. But logistically, in my backyard, it's ridiculously ugly. I know antennas are not like great depending on how you look at them, but it's temporary. I can't have them up if the wind's blowing more than 10 miles an hour. So I want to look at more of a permanent solution. So I'm not going to completely get away from the wire because I think the wire works really good, and I can throw that up if I want to make a bunch of contacts, and I know I can kind of play around with it for a couple days or maybe even a week or two. That's pretty much the only time I put it up. So anybody in the chat wondering what your feeling is? I know Hamstick was talking about this. Earlier, I was texting him. The cobweb thing, I just don't think is going to work because of space. I looked at the 6-foot one of this. I guess this is the baby version. It's 3 foot. It's half the size. 6-foot diameter is really big. A lot of space in the air.
You were saying, yeah, it's not that big. And then when I told you it had to be about 6 feet off the ground.
6 feet off the ground is not a big deal, but it's the circumference of
tall.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of metal. I don't know how. I mean, that's a big investment. $2,100 plus whatever I need to have mount it, like a tripod, pole.
So an easy way to mount it. Well, there's a couple of different ways. You could get a 5-gallon bucket and put a pole into it, and then concrete the bucket, and then just have it. And the weight will keep it. I don't know how much it'll be in like crazy wind. You could, if you're gonna go away and it's gonna be windy, you could guy it down. Otherwise, some people will take like, there's like a little metal. It's like the size of a pallet, and the corners come up, and then there's like a pole that'll go through it, and then you just put some cinder blocks on it. So it's pretty permanent, but it's not like you don't have to dig a hole into the ground with that setup. It's permanent only in the fact that it's heavy.
So, I mean, I can use like basically you said the cement thing. I could basically use that, or like I have a very, I don't know if you've seen it, a very wide umbrella holder.
Oh.
I could probably assume I can use that. Right?
I did.
I don't know how much weight.
How much weight
aren't those like shallow?
It's 1.5 feet.
I'm saying like empty. It's not all.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Like a shell. Center is hollow.
Your audio's cutting out. It's like your gate or something. You were sounding good right before we went on. What's up, Dust?
I think that the thing with the umbrella mount is I don't think it's designed to have that much weight or wind loading on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm using an Amazon speaker stand to hold up my Starlink. And I'm using one to hold up my receive loop, which, I mean, my receive loop's pretty light. But my Starlink one I have up at 6 feet, and I have some sandbags holding it down. And then just for extra precaution, I did put some like 550 cord guy lines, but I don't think that's needed as long as you have enough weight.
I'd probably go with like a thicker tripod.
Okay. Yeah, like a concert speaker stand would be.
Yeah, but more permanent, I guess. And maybe put the shaft of the pole in the umbrella holder. So both they work in unison together.
I don't know why you're sold in this umbrella holder.
Because it has a lot of weight at the bottom. It's 70 pounds.
Okay.
So a little bit more. I don't know. What happened to Sam? Maybe he's working on his audio. It's not like he was gating or breaking up or something. I don't know. So, okay. So as far as usefulness of this thing, comparably to my, what's up, Hiking in Hammond? I just saw one of your videos. Comparably to the Wire, how would it compare to, some of the contacts I've been making on 40? Does it look like reviews I've been seeing, there's a lot less noise?
Yeah. So one of the things with these loops in particular is a lot of people say they're equivalent to a dipole that's too low. So if you take a dipole and you have it lower than optimal, with half wavelength up. So if you've got a dipole at 15 or 20 feet, it's basically what people are saying that one of these loops will be. I have one in my attic. I have it's from the same company, the Stealth Loop, which is even smaller than this. And it's where I make all of my contacts when I'm at home.
And it's inside in your attic.
Yeah, it would. I think it would perform a lot better if it was not in my attic. Especially now that I have a receive loop outside, I wish I would have just gotten this baby loop and put it where my receive loop is.
And say again what's this thing called you got? Receive loop?
Yes, I transmit on the mag loop and I listen on the receive loop.
Oh.
So
no, wouldn't this do both though?
I didn't catch any of that. You broke up.
Wouldn't this do both?
Yes. The reason why I don't listen on my mag loop is there's a lot of noise in my attic. So I pick up a lot of noise. Even though that people say that these reduce noise, there's so much if you've got, there's like power lines for the household lines running a foot away from this. So, and it definitely picks up noise that's there. So I run the receive loop outside of my house away from all of the noise. So the ideal solution would be to just have this baby loop outside my house in the backyard where my receive loop currently is, because then it would receive just fine and it would also transmit a heck of a lot better. And I could put a rotator on it.
So, in your honest opinion, how would this compare other than, I know you said it would be like a low dipole. Would I lose a lot of contacts comparably? Would I be able to pick up more because there's less noise? So would I lose some in some cases and pick up more in others because of the low noise?
I can't guarantee that you're going to have less noise. I can't guarantee that. I don't know where your noise is coming from. Where these benefit from is you're not going to hear very well off the side of them. So they have a null. So basically, if you look in line with the metal, so if you're looking like rolling kind of like a wheel, that's where it hears and transmits the best. So if the noise is coming from the side of the antenna, it's going to reduce that by a lot. Where I have my receive loop in the backyard, it's perpendicular to my house. So it nulls out almost all of the noise that's in my house. So it could, but if the noise is on the same frequency, so if the noise is like super broadbanded, it may still pick it up.
So basically everything 45 out would get knocked out that I'm getting noise from, is what you're telling me.
Potentially, yeah. I really wish I could bring my antenna to you and we could just try it out.
That'd be expensive.
Yep.
If anybody has one of these in California, I would like to know how they do, as California is a noise pit. And everybody that I've talked to on 40...
It's not California. That's the thing. If it may work at your house, but 5 houses down the road, it might not work because their noise is in line with where they have it pointed. You know what I mean?
I agree with what you're saying, but also everybody has the same problem in California. I've talked to some ham radio operators offline, and they say, "Oh, I just wish I can get rid of this 40 meter noise." Unless they're like right on top of me, I don't hear them. Everybody says the same thing about 40, the noise. It's
But where
not,
is it coming from? Is it coming from the
it's,
side? Is
I
it
think
coming
it's
from-
just generated from all the people, the whatever, the 14 million people in this area. Cars, people have all their stuff on in their houses, noisy Southern California Edison boxes, just a combination of everything.
So I don't know if it'll reduce it or if it won't. The big reason why I was saying to look into it is because it has a small footprint and you could leave it up. You wouldn't have to take it down.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's
So it's in a small space. Even if it performs the same, you'd be able to leave it up and not have to worry about it.
there's some caveats to this thing from what I've been reading. Is one of them you can't use an auto tuner with it that's in the radio.
Correct. You cannot. I mean, you don't need to. You absolutely cannot, but you also don't need to, because it comes with a box that physically tunes the antenna. So you're already going to have the best SWR because the antenna is physically adjusted to tune.
So let's say I am at work in beautiful downtown Los Angeles, and I'm playing on FT8 on, let's see, this thing do 10 meters? This thing does 10 meters, right?
Yeah.
It goes dark. 10 meters is toast. I want to go to a 40 meters where all the action's at night. Or at least more action than there is on 10, I should say. I need to physically be there to retune that, right?
Negative.
No?
No. I have mine hooked up via a USB port to my Flex radio. I change the frequency on the radio. About 3 seconds later, the tuning circuit kicks in, and it basically pulls the frequency off the radio over the USB port. And it says, all right, cool. You're on 40 meters now. Wait one. And then it'll physically adjust the tuning box that's connected to your radio. Will physically adjust the antenna and make it.
I'll put a link to this in the chat, boys, so you guys can read some specs. I'm not going to go off and read it all off because I'm not a big spec guy.
So what you would need to do is you need to get the Ciro Mazzoni interface cable for loop antenna ATU 2.0. It's ICOM-CAT-CBL. It's $80 cable, which is expensive.
Is it USB?
No, that one goes because you don't have a USB port like the Flex does.
I do have a
goes
USB.
into your CIV.
I have two USB
on the
ports.
radio.
Uh-huh.
I
have
like a USB host port, like a USB A.
Yeah.
Well, in any case, I can tell you for sure that that's not the cable you need. You need the one that goes in the CIV port.
That's the is that the ACC port?
It's the CIV port. It should be labeled CIV. Should be like a headphone jack.
Oh.
It'll be on the back of the radio. I'm seeing that people are using it on the 7300 and the 7100. Trying to see if someone using it on. It's got to work on the 7610. But so basically what it does is it pulls the frequency off the radio. It pulls your radio. And then when it sees that you've changed frequency, it'll physically tune the antenna.
There's CIV ports on here, according to the...
Yeah, it should be a 3.5 millimeter jack. So if you can pull up a picture of the back of the 7610, we can find it.
All these photos.
If you type in 7610 Icom back, it'll come up. So it's probably the one labeled remote.
This looks like a 1/8.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
Uh,
All right. So
how's this?
yeah, I hear you.
Good, bad, ugly.
So I'm just trying to
Let's
make
break
sure
it up a little.
that it will
It's not
for
breaking
sure
up.
work.
It's just like it's gating. What's that?
I'm trying to figure out for sure if it'll work.
Hold that thought for just a quick second. You know what it's time for? I had like 6 of these waters earlier, so be right back.
Okay. So, wrong answers only. Where's Greg going?
He went to poop.
I said wrong answers only.
I'm very afraid that if Greg buys this and then is unhappy, that
What
he'll be
radio is
upset
that?
with me.
Or
What's
you're
that?
talking about antenna?
Yeah, because it's expensive.
It is. And Seth even mentioned that it's inefficient.
Yeah, I mean it's roughly equivalent to a dipole that's too low.
Mm-hmm.
But you know it's even less efficient? Having
What?
your antenna in the garage.
Yeah.
You know what's even more less efficient? Keep on bringing your antenna down because it's raining or bad weather.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. It's inefficient if it's in the garage.
Okay, so it looks like obviously, yeah, it is pretty expensive.
Personally,
yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
Well,
I mean,
you have different
the reason why
options
I
than
was
I do.
suggesting one is because I have.
Oop, you still there? Still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have one that's even less efficient, and it's still working for me.
Uh-oh, we got an angry New Yorker.
Oh, there that's
Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Hey, Seth, are you there?
Yep.
I talked to someone, and this is what he had to say.
You have got to be one of the saddest hams I've ever met.
Is my name Lawrence?
We're discussing this antenna and its positives and negatives.
So you said, Seth, you said that it was very inefficient.
Some of the ones were. I have a cheap one that I bought and I never really used that is highly inefficient. So
the
How
thing
much
that's
did you-
different
Okay, go ahead.
about the Ciro Mazzoni is you can put I can put 100 watts of FT8 into mine. It's not a QRP coax loop. These loops are not the same as like an Alex loop. They're not the same. I mean, Frank's saying that it's massively inefficient, but I mean, we've talked from Hawaii to California on it, Frank. I mean, every time that you talk to me when I'm at home, it's on that antenna.
So let me ask you this. I mean, obviously, me not being able to go on the radio right now is very inefficient.
Right.
There's trade-offs on everything as far as I'm concerned. I personally make decisions based on what best fits the situation I'm in, and that goes for financially. Obviously, this is pretty expensive, and, just in general life. And I know some of you may disagree. Obviously, this is a shit ton of money for just an antenna. I mean, I can buy two 7100s for this much money, or 7300s, right?
You also have a bankrupt company rolling this for you, right?
I'm not going to go there at all. My point being is sometimes you have to make a sacrifice in some cases to
get on the air.
To get on the air. The question is this worth it? Well, I know how to figure this out on my own, without much help. Run away from what? Okay, so we know it will work, right? It will do something.
Yeah.
The other question is, for me, do I have to run something else down to the antenna? Control cable, you said, maybe?
Yeah, you're going to need a control cable. It goes between the antenna tuner and the antenna.
Like what? Two conductive?
No, it's the Ciro Mazzoni control cable. You just buy the cable.
So I need
you don't make it.
75 feet of cable.
You could make it. I think it comes with like 16 feet. I'm going to need
way more than that. I can't do that many. I can't do as much watts. Much power.
It does 400.
What?
Can you do 400 watts?
No, I'm talking about the alpha antennas. I thought those were top of 75 watts. Sort of like coax based.
Yeah. So on the Ciro Mazzoni, between 40 meters and 15 meters, you can run 450 watts PEP. So that's 450 watts of full-blown key down FT8. And then
real quick, Rick, did you grab one of these antennas or the alpha antenna? Go ahead.
And then on 10 meters and 12 meters, you can run 1,000 watts into this thing, key down.
It's in the specs, obviously.
Yeah. And I emailed Ciro himself, like the guy. I think it's i3 VHF. And he told me, yeah, you can run. It's on the one that I have. It maxes out at 125. He's like, you can run 125 watts FT8. But then he's like, FT8's a low power mode. And then I was like, blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah. So Rick has this exact antenna.
Wait a minute. I think I just, wait a minute. You guys hear that?
No.
Hold on.
When I think about all the things I've accomplished at Tesla and SpaceX,
Elon,
I'm just not sure how it compares to contributions that Hamstick Eric has made for the ham radio community. I mean, he's doing a really amazing thing over there in Hawaii.
Oh, sorry about that. I thought I just heard Elon.
Oh, hey, thanks, Elon. I appreciate that.
Sorry. I thought I just heard Elon in there. But getting back to what we're saying, Rick, was it Bob? I don't have that option.
Rick.
No, Bob was saying just cement thing in there or whatever. So, honest opinion, Rick, how did they feel about it? You said your buddy put one up?
It
works good.
Dipole antennas seem to be a good antenna for HOAs.
But I have to take it down. I don't have a way to keep it up there. That's the problem.
If you put it in the backyard in the ground, it's just like a regular flagpole.
But I can't do that. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys.
Understood.
Yeah. I need to figure out something else. I wish I could, I really wish I could, but I can't. The only thing is it didn't put it on a rotary. I'm not too worried about that. I can go out there and move it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have one on a rotor and I'm still working. So mine is not pointed towards Alaska at all. And I broke pileups on POTA going to Alaska with a 5.9 report. But I wish I could and you don't have to get a rotor right now.
So let's talk about this control cable thing.
Yeah.
So I need 75 feet of that.
Yeah.
Is it a
I'm
multi-pin?
trying to find it. It is. All right.
That's what I thought.
So for $100, you get the 65-foot extension cable. The part number is SLA0006. And I think the antenna, you'll have to read the specs. I think the antenna comes with 15 or 20 feet. I'm sure you could make one if you wanted to.
What is it? Is it a multi-pin? Is it a?
So I don't know.
Oh, what's the? So what would they call? What would I look it up as? So
it's on DX Engineering. So do Ciro Mazzoni SLA 0006. It's nice that someone else has tried one of these. Because there's a lot of.
Sorry.
Yeah. 4 zeros. I'm sorry, 3 zeros. 3 zeros. There's a lot of people who have opinions about things that they've never actually tried themselves. So it's good that Rick is here and, he has tried it. Because I specifically have not tried this exact version. I've tried the less efficient, smaller version, and I'm saying I like it. And
does HRO have these, or these are DX Engineering only?
I didn't see it at HRO.
I bought mine at DX Engineering because DX Engineering is the only place I shop at.
Right, but there's a HRO by driving distance of Greg, so.
Oh, that's true.
So I was just like, yeah, maybe.
I don't know if it will fit my car.
Okay, so the 65.6 cable plus the 16.4 feet of cable that comes with it.
So that would make
get you 82 feet.
Yep, that will make me in. So that's good. So that problem's fixed.
That'll make you happy or sad?
It'll get me in.
Okay.
So there's another $100.
So what's our total, by the way?
The cable is kind of expensive. If you wanted to make one, I'm sure you could. I just don't know the specs on it.
What's our count, Greg, at the
$1 million.
$1 million.
All right, Dr. Evil.
What's up, Ham Radio Hobby?
Hey.
So, Rick, another question. So, what type of radio? So is he using just a 705 on it? I'm just trying to. Can always send it back. 7,300. Is he happy with his purchase? Let me put this in here. That's the real question. That is the question of the day. Is he happy with his purchase?
Yes.
I've looked it up on eHam.
Oh, doesn't Jody VE5 SAR, doesn't he have one?
I don't know him. Question is it worth the drawbacks of having to take my antenna down? That's going to be the kicker. And trying to figure out how to get this. Well, it looks like I got the control cable for it, so I'm not too worried about it. To connect with the cable. There's also another part, control interface to the transceiver.
Did you say troll interface?
Control.
Not troll?
Could have.
Yeah, well, that's why I had to double check. It's you, so I had to double check that.
Yeah, I would specifically, if you were going to order one, I would specifically call DX Engineering to make sure that you get the right cable.
Yeah. Some of these are made. So this is an Icom Cat CBI. That's the little one I just saw.
And so what this does is this goes between your radio and the tuning unit. So you'll just set the tuning unit like, I was told not to put it right on my radio from some people who are probably smarter than me. So I have it, sitting next to the radio about like 6 inches away.
Yeah, I have some space for it.
So that one, I'm lagged. Yeah, the USB one is the one that I have. So yeah, that one right there. But you wouldn't want that one since it's not for your radio.
It says a specialized cable for Icom Cat.
Oh, wait, hold on. I was looking at the one that said for Flex. That one might be for your radio then. Yeah, I would. If you. Well, yeah, see, it says notes for Flex 6400/6600 Flex radio transceivers. So this
Why
is
does
not
it say
the one.
Icom? That's weird. Let's see what this
Yeah.
one says. Only for, oh, yeah.
Yeah, all of them. I think there are some copy and paste errors because they all have that Icom thing in there.
I hope this is one for Icom. For Yaesu, good.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be one with the 3.5 or the 1/8 jack.
This is the one. But this says only for Electrocraft.
All right, try the other one
What other one?
at the bottom. That one right there.
It's a big, oh no, it's not. It says Icom, sold for Icom transceivers. Okay.
So I would double check with DX Engineering because all the comments say that it works with their 7300. I didn't read any that were specifically for 7610.
Definitely worth a phone call.
Yeah.
7100, 7300. That's it.
Give me a phone
Scroll down
call.
to the bottom again.
View all
keep-
reviews.
Keep going. See that one that looks like a trapezoid?
This thing right here?
Yeah, that's the one that's in my attic right now.
That's an antenna?
Yep.
What's
Wow.
what's it supposed to be? What's supposed to be disguising as?
I don't know. Anything but an antenna.
scissor
Mine's in my
jack.
attic, so it doesn't matter.
This is for Icom CVIV. Spend a lot of money. Yeah, I did not see that at HRO, by the way. I could look again, but
So, I mean, in order to search on HRO, you really just got to do HRO and then the thing in Google because the HRO search is useless.
it is useless. No, it doesn't say. It doesn't look like it has it.
Isn't there a, no, it's gigaparts. I thought there was a gigaparts in Vegas, but
Vegas.
gigaparts and DX Engineering are not the same.
No. Oh, my thing was delivered right when I came online that I need for my live stream. I don't know. Got a few pieces put together on the roof. Should I get this thing up high? Yeah,
No. Nope. It specifically tells you how to mount it, and you want to mount it exactly how they tell you to.
So not try to put it on the roof or anything like that.
You can try to put it on the roof, but you may have to put like metal plates under it. Because I didn't mount mine how they said. They told me to mount mine on the actually on the ground or on like the trunk of a vehicle. So what I did is to make a trunk of a ground in my attic by putting down like 3 foot by 3 foot metal plates on the rafters, and then mounted it on that.
I'll just put it outside on the ground.
So
with a tripod.
From what I read, it's 3 to 4 feet is where you want to put that off the ground. So one diameter is like 40 inches. So you'd want to put it, 3 feet, 4 inches off the ground.
So if it was 5 feet, it wouldn't work.
What's that?
So if it was 5 foot off the ground, it would not work. That's what you're telling me.
Here, hold on. Let me refresh your thing here. All right, one more again.
So if I put it 5 feet off the ground, it will not work.
I bet it would work. It just probably wouldn't work as good. I mean, I'm a firm believer in like when the manufacturer says to do something a certain way, I try to listen to them.
Yeah, I
as
understand.
best I can. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to put it 5 if it tells you.
Well, it depends on what's available to put it on a pole.
Make the pole smaller.
I actually have something to cut something now. Yeah, there you go. I don't know. It's something that's on my mind. This will probably take all the money I would have for my mobile that I want to get for HF. I'd probably use this more than a mobile. Control cable, 20 gauge wire. Oh, this is the extra wire. Oh, that's some good info. Rick, thank you for the info there. If my email is current on QRZ, if you want to add anything else, or you can add anything else in there. Is he still using it, your buddy? By the way, I probably won't be on too late tonight. I'm pretty tired. I can hear it pouring outside my house. Let's take a look at this. That's awesome. Lights just got dimmed out here. So let's take a look at this. Still raining. More rain to come, it looks like. So, Seth, let's hear it. So you have one of these similar.
I had one. I bought a QRP one when before I went to Scotland. I ended up not taking it with me. It was from China.
So not at all the same.
Yeah, not at all the same.
You know what I'm gonna have to do?
What's that?
Let's do this. Hopefully this won't screw me up. Trying to make this thing here work. There we go. So you guys can actually read it. And I have the graphic over it. We're only a couple hours into this, dude. It's been.
Is your National Weather Service stuff back up yet?
So that was the thing I sent you was Santa Barbara, and no. I think I sent you guys a video of a good dude that was not too far away from that, had a ranch up there in Santa Barbara. He was getting 90 mile an hour plus winds and like an inch an hour rain at the same time.
How far are you from Santa Barbara?
Oh, I'm well over 100 miles.
Okay.
But that stuff is sliding south. Obviously, that's, closer to the ocean, but all that stuff, South Orange County might get some of that. And we're already pretty saturated as far as water in the ground. So you get wind like that, it's going to knock over a lot of trees, and a lot of trees get knocked over. There's a lot of power lines. So I charged up my car and loaded all my, not loaded, but charged up my radios and my batteries and everything like that. Santa Barbara was my first Liberty port when I was in the Navy. Right on, man. Sorry, this isn't like a normal ham radio thing because I'm missing my HF antenna. That's why I'm like a little upset about this. I'd be on the radio right now trying to get some stuff.
Get some stuff like fake awards.
Yeah.
How about some
Who do we
actual
have?
awards, Greg?
What's that?
How about some actual awards?
Who do we have on the line that can talk about fake awards?
don't know.
Elon,
see.
are you still there? Elon, are you there?
One of the most important things we do here on the K6EGG live stream is try to win fake awards on QRZ.
Hey, Eric, I thought there are other people who had some comments about Greg.
About Greg?
Yeah, about Greg.
I mean, we do have a lot of stars lined up to talk about Greg.
We don't have to have them all at once.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
might be busy.
they could be. Is world-renowned actress Mia Khalifa there?
Hey, I'm Mia Khalifa, and I really want Greg to ham harder.
I feel like you should have saved that one for when a certain friend of the channel is here.
Who's that?
K and MRD.
Oh yeah. Well, we can reuse it.
You might want to get her to get another quote, for him, since he's a friend of the channel.
Okay. Yeah, I can check with her. I've got her on speed dial.
Do.
Is Greg oblivious? I mean, any other comments we want to stick in there?
I don't know who this person is, so
Don't pretend like you don't know.
you told me before, but like I said, I personally don't know. I've never.
Let me give a slight clue. Where is it?
When you get digital check, first. I could point that thing right towards Europe. Sorry, my wife works from home, and I'm never alone. So I don't know.
So you do know what profession she works
I
in?
know what profession she's in, but I've never seen any of her work.
Okay. I think it looks like Frank is saying something about 98, 67 or Frank, were you around in 1967 or 1934 for those storms? I don't
98 was
know.
pretty rough.
Was it?
Not 94. No, that's an earthquake.
I was definitely around for that.
Oh, his grandfather.
This thing
was.
it just started. I don't know. The
Is
longer
your,
this goes, the worse it's going to get.
is your
What?
radios charged?
Oh yeah,
The
everything's
storm?
charged up. Yeah, that's
Cell
how these
phone?
things work. It's not just the first 5 minutes of it. The LAX has already had a bunch of go arounds. I was watching the planes get diverted all afternoon, and this wasn't even the hard stuff yet.
I bet they've already got the power turned off where I used to live out in San Diego.
Where did you live in San Diego? What part?
Out by the casinos and like by Alpine and Hamul.
Not
Oh, you're out there east.
by Coronado?
No, he was way east.
No.
No.
Off
Okay.
the 8.
Yeah, I used to live over by Trump country.
Trump country.
Yeah, like people like out there, like outside of the city area, people were flying their Trump flags with and all that kind of stuff. Not as a very conservative area. Yeah, like I lived on 8 acres of land, and like there were like ranches and stuff around.
Wonder if this works. Oh.
But they used to turn the power off all the time when it would get windy because they were afraid of causing a fire.
Yeah, they had some bad fires in the early 2000s.
Yeah, it wasn't a terribly bad one, but there was a fire that got about a half mile away from our house, and they had evacuation orders and all that stuff.
I think I lost my audio from my radio.
Uh-oh. Did you lose us?
No.
Okay.
But I should be hearing some of this. No, I got it. Sounds like I got
I hear it. We hear
audio
static.
check 1 2. Why is it so low?
How's the Papa system?
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Check.
Check. It's weird. It's low.
Something definitely loose back there. Something is not right. Hey, don't do that. I'm trying to get this thing working.
Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. Why is it so low?
Can you guys get on CTR KD6 LLB? Yeah, get on my stairs here. I'll see you over there.
Oh, I know why now.
KM6AVH, W6EJX, wondered if I could get some audio from you on Papa 1. Sounds like it's cutting in and out a little bit. Go ahead if you could for me, RJ. Thank you.
Hey, that's the Papa system, right? You are too easy to mess with me. That's not very nice.
Greg, why are you sensitive tonight?
Well, I'm trying to troubleshoot a breaking up problem. Well, I'll call this guy back.
He sounds good to me.
Okay, got Papa 3 and Papa 7. Richard, you sounded good on Papa 3 earlier. Talking to Jonathan, but I think he's coming in through the Allstar node. And thank you, Jeff. And Jeff said
That's weird. There's a phasing problem.
Is there like a loose cable?
Yeah.
I guess I should have looked to see where that was coming in. Whoever that was very choppy. So I'm going to run it from 30. This is for the outdoor net.
Oh,
Gets
it's a
confusing
net.
this time of the night. Okay. Good.
Yeah,
Just wanna make sure.
This is Kilo Alpha 6.
5x9.
Where did you find that?
Tim, you missed it. We had Elon on the stream a while ago. And you missed him.
The 5x9. We might call him back later. He's busy right now, though. He's dealing with some test
Like
stuff.
rockets and cars.
So Doug in Kansas looks like he keeps on keying up there.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Wonder if I'm making it into 30 Charlie here. I had some issues with my radio.
EGG, this is KJ4GCX. You're making it in okay?
Excellent. I had a bunch of stuff plugged in that wasn't going correctly or wasn't working correctly, breaking up. So something got loose back there. Thank you very much, Josh, KJ4GCX. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf on my Pi-Star in wet Southern California.
Might have to go to the restroom again. What's up, Tim?
Whatever he did, he seemed to have gotten it working okay. And again, you caught it, but this is Josh, and I'm in West Central Florida on a 705.
Lando Lakes.
Spot 4.
Copy that, man. Sounding excellent into that open spot 4, that 705. I appreciate the check. I'll take a standby, just checking to see if this radio is working. I messed with some cables behind my ham shack desk, so to speak, and apparently I messed something up, at least on the receive side. Taking a speaker out and plugging it into an audio mixer. It was kind of breaking up, but I appreciate you getting back to me. Be clear, K6EGG.
I'm a 5x9 in Southwest Ohio.
KJ4GCX clear.
Yeah, we're drought free now. We've been drought free. We've been officially out of the drought since last year.
Hold on. Can we get an official ruling? Frank, are we still in the drought?
He's Mr. Negative.
What's the worst answer? That's what Frank's going to give you.
Yes, he will give you the worst answer.
Still in a drought. Greg really needs to get this this radio working. We need to get some worked all states via DStar.
So, folks, wrong answers only. Where's Greg?
Pooping.
What was that? XLX? XLX 248X is a multi-mode. I can't even read that. Conglomerate of digital modes around the world. So what would I go? So would I go on something different? Is it like 91 worldwide?
Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
I don't know why this is like grayed out.
Mr. Worldwide.
I think that says around the world. Let me see here. There we go.
Around the world.
Around the world.
Around the world.
I'll send you guys. I was sending Seth and Sam some old pictures of me when I was
Why don't you
super
show
young.
them to us? Show it to the rest of the gang. You don't want to do that.
Let's see here.
And yes, he still needs to be wearing a hat. Even back then.
So this is me in Cleveland at the 1997 All-Star game. No hat on. Back in the day. So that was at the beginning of the, I was like probably February. And this is me when I used to work football.
Is that Three River Stadium?
That's Three River Stadium. Old school right there. This was 96, I believe. I was working for Turner TNT when TNT used to have Sunday Night Football.
When did TNT have Sunday Night Football?
1996. I think that was the last year.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. So
It was on cable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't remember that? How old are you? It was before.
Yeah, I'm 40.
I'm 39 and I still remember it.
Huh.
They used to have wrestling on TBS too.
That I remember. WCW.
I used to work some of that. Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Now they have another wrestling
have
organization on.
Yeah, they have AEW.
That's it.
You
Were
remember
you there for the
Wolf
finger
Pack?
poke? Yep. Was Greg there for the finger poke of doom?
No. I got to figure out something here. I want to try to get on the XLX reflector. XLX. I don't think I've ever. XLX.
Hiking and Hammond, have a good night.
Hiking and Hammond, take care, man. Nice video you had. I can't remember what
Take
it
care,
was because
Lou.
I watched like 14 million videos today. But I remember just seeing it. Let's see if this works.
Sure that you're going to be okay.
Looks like I'm on.
Yeah, I was out working in it during the week, and then I ended up having to leave early and take off.
Ah, shit.
Not linked.
God dang it.
English.
What was that? 248X.
He covered himself.
I was trying to save it in my.
As soon as I can before the rain picks up. Oh, okay. Well, if you don't mind me asking, what type of work do you do? I drive around Phoenix all day doing floor repairs. And so I'm outdoors all the time working, rain or shine, typically. Hey, repeat that so I can catch it. I'm sorry. I didn't catch every call of that. Very well then. I work all over town doing swimming pool repairs, pumps, shelters, plumbing, electrical, stuff like that.
Let me see if this works here. Can hear it go away for a second.
Link to REF0.
Take care, Lou. Have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by tonight.
It definitely does.
I've never been on this
Been doing it for
reflector
25
before.
years now.
I'd save it also in my phone here.
Oh, wow. Well, that's good stuff. Yeah, I'm in the alarm system industry, and I'm trying to wind
Where's this
that
based
down.
out
I
of?
told it's a family business.
This is new. I like
I told
this.
them it's getting pretty close. I'm ready to wind it up.
So this guy's in England? He didn't. Oh, it's a Freestar network. It's on.
Well, we got John here. I'm watching a YouTube video, and the host of the YouTube channel has logged us into the Freestar UK network, which this reflector goes through. So this is a multi-mode digital network. It's got Echolink, DMR, everything going into it at one time. So I'm
The audio is
into
not
this,
good on this reflector.
network on a P25 radio, which is using the 23426 talk group. So I'm not sure which way
It's
you're getting
cross-moding
it, but I'm
in.
watching a YouTube video, and Greg is on there watching us on or listening to us on YouTube or watching his live stream. And which direction are you coming in?
I'm actually coming in on the Allstar node, and I was trying to come in on my hams over IP.
Wonder what Allstar node is
Type in
this?
it, but it's saying the line is busy. So I was trying to see how that was going to work out for me. I was going to try it out.
Allstar node
I'm also checking
262196.
here on my Echolink activity as well. But this is the Freestar network. I believe is out of the UK. There's a bunch of guys up there that started it.
21. So here's a node list, by the way. It's connected to.
Okay. Yeah, no, this network is really nice. I just typed in extension on my phone here, the Cisco phone, and it seems like they have another net going on. Also, at the same time we're talking, I guess. No. Wait a minute, I stand correct. I'm sorry. I'm actually on, I confused myself. I thought I was on, I knew I was on a Freestar. For some reason, I was
By the way, anybody new tonight
my
to
mistake.
the live stream?
This is the first time I made contact on the
Don't forget to
Freestar.
tell your friends about the live stream and subscribe.
My Cisco SPA
Haley.
network as well that I've been trying to figure out for the last couple weeks.
Hi, Haley. I got a microphone for you now.
Where?
Right there in front of you.
USL, I stumbled across
It's perfect
this network
size
when
for
I
you,
was learning
although
how
we
to
can't
program
see you, though.
my P25 radio because I was looking
There
for
we
a
go.
group
I can just
beyond
aim it right here.
And we can also get, and then I'll get 2 microphones.
You don't need 2 microphones.
Look what I
Try
got.
standing right there.
So I wanted to
Oh, we
play
still
around
can't
with
see you.
P25, so I found the Freestar net. But,
You gonna go to
it works
bed?
pretty good. I like it. And it's got some pretty good
All right.
Papa gave me this.
It's Greg
That's nice.
on YouTube jumped in. He's Kilo 6
Oops.
Echo Golf Golf.
I'm gonna go
He's
here.
doing
Hold
a
on.
live
Good
stream
night.
on
I
his
love
YouTube
you.
channel. If you look at that call sign,
I love you.
you'll be able to see
All right.
yourself coming through here on his reflector. So I'll pass the mic over to Greg so he can jump in and give you a shout. Go ahead, Greg.
No, I'm not gonna come in tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Hello. I'm not sure. This is how many transmitting.
Yeah, it's
I don't.
British guy.
Mentioning bits and pieces of that, I couldn't really pull it out. It was like packet loss. I'm not too sure though.
Let me try this. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. That was not me that just transmitted. I was listening in.
Hopefully I got in. If not, I could try Allstar too.
All right, Greg. There you go. I hear you now. Oh, no issues. How's it going?
It's going. I've heard of Freestar. I just didn't realize it was connected to DStar as well. But yeah, good to hear some folks out here. This is pretty new for me.
Thank you, Brian. What's his call letters again?
Actually on Allstar on node number 2167. The Freestar UK United Kingdom network. So I was just kind of going through the directory here and plugged into my Allstar node and picked you guys up. Yeah, okay, so good to hear from you guys. I'm in Bakersfield, California.
Oh. Who else is in Bakersfield?
I'm sure you might be starting to get some that storm coming in. I'm just down in Chino, about 40 miles east of LA, and I can hear the rain hitting the roof right now. And it's coming down pretty hard.
I don't think Scott's in here. I've not seen him on the chat, although we're talking about him, so you never may know what will happen. You know how that works in this.
Me and my wife, we were in Oxnard earlier today, and as we were in Oxnard, we left this morning roughly about 9 o'clock. We were looking at the storm radar on our phone. I told her, hey, if we want to beat this storm, we got to get out of here and get back to Bakersfield.
Bakersfield. Come on, Scott, get in the chat. I know you're watching. Well, maybe you're not watching.
Yeah, we're supposed to get it. I don't think it's going to be like hard rain, but it's going to be long rain. Supposed to not stop till like Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday night. It started about 3 hours ago and it hasn't really let up since. So see what happens. See if we can handle it.
Because he said he was in Bakersfield, right? That's California.
He did.
November Lima X-ray, was it? Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Oh, come on. Really, Greg? All right. I'll put a little more audio into it. Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey. Via Echo Link, dude.
You're making it in. This is actually the best I've heard you. Usually you're over like distorted and stuff.
Want me to bridge this to the Papa system?
Well, that's because usually I'm on DMR, but using this one, which I'm surprised you didn't know about, it's a lot easier to make it in. And as far as the loop goes, I will give my 2 cents because you did ask for it. You did ask for everybody's 2 cents, so I will give my 2 cents.
That's fair, yes.
Antennas are okay. They are not an end all, and definitely not worth the price you were looking at for that one that you were looking at. Definitely not. Alex loops are, they're not better, they're not worse, but they're cheaper. They can do the trick. And as far as the wire antenna goes, the next time our schedules link up where I'm in the same area you are, when you're at home, I can almost guarantee you I can find a way that will make the wife happy to get that wire antenna up for you. So hold me to that and I will make it happen. But I would look at something else other than that loop antenna. That's my 2 cents. K6EGG in the group, KHE6NL.
Well, first off, thank you for your opinion. This is why I did this. I'm not doing this to have it an end all. I'm doing this so I can have something a little bit more permanent. I don't know if if I'm going to get it yet. I just want something that I can leave up and I don't have to worry about it. Something that will work decent. And it looks like somebody else chimed in here. Go ahead. K4REN.
You got to read that phonetically for what the A is a 4.
What?
Oh, sorry about that. K4REN. I apologize.
I will say this, Rick. I don't not like the loops. Loops are fine. Loops are great for what they need, but it's for Greg's specific situation.
I get it.
I don't think it's a good idea.
I get it now.
As I said, that's just my
Sorry.
opinion.
It's been a long day.
I understand. Sometimes it's hard to explain. Like for audio, you want to get the best what works for your situation. I want to get the best that works for my situation. I don't think the way I have my antenna up right now is the best, or actually it's not up right now because I don't have it up right now. It's not the best situation for me. And I want to get something that's I can have up and I don't have to worry about it getting blown over or having temporary stuff up. So there's some sacrifices that go involved with that. Obviously the kicker for me right now is that's over $2,000 price tag for that thing is actually the thing that's probably keeping me the most from it. Because I do like experimenting around, but I've played around with a couple antennas, but I could probably sell some stuff and maybe bring up some funds for that, but I just don't think it's at this point. I don't know. We'll see.
I can't do a DX Commander because of the ground radios.
Oh, absolutely, and I will be 100% honest with you, and then I'll let things roll here. Take me up on that offer if you want. It's good. It does not have an expiration date to it. As long as I have the time and I'm in your area, I'll be more than happy to come by and make something that will work for that wire antenna for you. And hey, you might even get 2 antennas up that way, as far as that goes. So anyway, it was good talking with you, Greg, and I'll be sitting here listening on both. And, I got to give you a hard time here and there. I mean, someone has to. K6EGG.
No, I should take that off. Sorry. No. Don't do it.
Listening in the background by it. Echoing.
Copy that. I appreciate the opinion on that, and I might take you up on that. I just want to figure out something that's best for me. I just don't know if spending something as much as I did from the radio I'm getting on the air is worth it.
The problem is the weather here and the wind and my wife. I just honestly, I don't want to have that thing in my grass.
All right. Yeah.
I just don't.
Anyway.
She'll get so pissed. Spent a lot of money on the backyard, so that would probably not be a good look to have this big giant antenna. I don't know.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf back to monitoring here on XLX248X.
Grass is overrated. I like having my grass, though. I'm just.
Well, this P25 radio sounding joining the live stream, right?
It's definitely a lot louder, but you're making it in okay.
I picked this up as a retired police radio when I was at Xenia in May, and I've been dying to get on P25 to use it. This is the only way I can get in there and talk to people on DStar and DMR. This is one of those full spectrum radios that does 2-meter, 440, 700, 800 megs.
It's definitely sounding good. You're making the trip into XLX 248 Charlie, and sounds like the Freestar system there.
So is this like HubK UNet UK? Did I say UNet? HubNet UK?
I should probably get a 5.9 plus out of these people, couldn't I?
I'm going to give you a 5.8 because of the rain here in Southern California tonight.
It's not bad in Southern California with only 5.5 watts.
No, the digital propagation is doing really good between here and Arizona tonight.
The fiber optics. What time is it here?
Yeah, we've had some tropospheric digital ducting, I guess they would call it.
It's not raining down there yet in San Diego?
It start raining there yet in the Phoenix area?
But the antenna going up is what I'm worried about. That's what
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you there. It's probably on my side.
Definitely on my side. Oop, wrong one. There we go.
Okay, I noticed a delay on the whatchamacallit stream, but we're supposed to get our rain on Tuesday morning.
I could definitely tell you it's on the way because it's seriously coming down right now. Here I can hear it. I'm surprised you can't hear it through my microphone here. I guess tomorrow morning is supposed to be the haymaker, so to speak.
It was pretty nice yesterday.
I have to go out tomorrow and snug up the guy wires on the hex beam so it doesn't blow over.
See, that's what I'm worried about. I don't want to worry about that stuff.
And as you know, I had to take down my antenna. Actually, I took it down last week before the first storm hit. So we'll see. All right, man, I'm going to take a break here off XLX248X. Thank you for letting me know about this. I know I've heard of Freestar. I just didn't know it was into DStar. I think I might have been on the DMR side of things.
Yeah, I listen to it while I'm driving and everything else, and I like it. There's got some pretty good people on there. A lot of the guys I've heard, I only talked to a lot of them, but I've heard quite a few coming from UK. And today they did a whole Canadian check in depth from, obviously, Canada or Canada, everyone said it, but yeah, we'll catch you up there. I'll be sitting here listening and watching the live stream.
What's up, Chris? All right, go for it. I just don't want to hog this thing up.
Copy that, man. Good to hear you out here. And I'm going to put this into my favorites on my, because this is, I can get to this reflector via my clear node because there's a bridge into Allstar network. So cool, man. Take care. Thank you.
Here comes Chris.
And Rick, I'll tell you this much: that P25 Harris radio sounds absolutely fantastic. I'm a big guy for commercial gear, and that radio sounds absolutely fantastic coming over the air.
Is that a
Thank you very much.
Motorola?
I appreciate it. I've got the little Stubby antenna here because I like to use it in the house since it's just sitting across the room.
Roger that. Well, it's doing a good job, even all the way over here to the Echolink side of things.
Echolink.
All right. Good to know. I'll be able to jump in more often.
Definitely. All right, KG6 Nova, yeah, I'm going to be on the side as well.
Go for it, Chris.
2E0 UKH, listening.
Hey there, Chris. It's been a while. You're sounding good, and good morning to you. You're up, or either you're up late or up very early.
Yeah, just making sure you're coming back to me there, Greg. 2E0 UKH.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. How are you getting in this morning, Chris?
Yeah, I'm on Echolink. I've got multiple ways to call in. I can call in on my open spot like yourself, on DMR, DStar or Fusion. I've also got an Allstar node which is linked to my Echolink. But for convenience, I'm just on my Echolink. Back to you. Sounding good.
Copy that. And are you on your Echolink on your mobile phone there, or like computer or something like that?
Yeah, I'm on my mobile, and yeah, so you're on Freestar. I use Freestar a lot, and I've just sent an email to the owners of Freestar that I'm very, very in with. They're a great bunch of guys, Shane and Oscar, and I've just sent them a link to your video, and they'll be interested to see that you're streaming and showing Freestar, which is awesome.
Cool deal, man. I hope they're not upset about it. I don't think there's too many sad hams over there in the UK, but cool, man. I appreciate jumping on with me, and this might be another place I go to make some contacts here. I don't know if anybody else is listening out here, but I definitely don't want to tie it up. Is there a lot of traffic on here? I know I've talked on the I know this isn't the UK HubNet, but I've talked on that. Is it similar type of system like that?
Yes, it's a very similar situation. Freestar is a destination. It's like the center of a bicycle wheel, you know, where lots of things link to it. I can see Andy Cowley there. Hi, Andy. It's a place where lots of things link to it. DMR, DStar, Fusion, Echolink, Allstar, even FM repeaters, which are Echolink or Allstar. And it's a place where you can meet. And they do have lots of nets. But if there was one, someone would call in and tell you to, well, and tell you there's a net coming up, you know, so you've got plenty of time. But no, on Freestar, they love you to connect anytime you want and have a good chat. You know, you don't have to worry about using it too much. A lot of the time, it doesn't get much activity, so they like to see people using it and enjoying it.
Probably not this time of the night either.
Back to you.
Copy that. By the way, have you ever made a contact with Andy here on the Freestar network or UK HubNet or anything like that?
Yeah, I didn't quite get the question. With Andy? Did you mean Andy Cowley?
Yes, sir. Andy Cowley.
Let's see if he's made a contact.
I'm not sure about Freestar, but Andy Cowley has called in on some of my live streams before. And if Andy Cowley is not there, you know there's something wrong. The guy's a legend.
You know, you're not a real ham radio YouTube guy if you don't have Andy watching and jumping in the chat on your YouTube live stream or your YouTube video. So yeah, cool deal, man. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate it, and Chris, it's always good to hear you. Especially good to hear you on this new mode for me. New place to meet up. Take care. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf. I'll be clearing your final there, Chris.
He has on HF.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you for getting me on the radio. I was just sitting here. I've got 2 weeks off work, so I can stay up as late as I want and have a bit of fun. And you just got another person on the radio. And yes, I've worked Andy Cowley on HF actually, or as well. Awesome. Okay, 73 2E0 UKH. A real quick good morning to you as well, Chris. 2E0 UKH from Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey. Just a quick good morning to you. Yeah, thank you, Frank. Yeah, awesome to speak to you on here. I see you in lots of places on YouTube as well. And always great to see one of my brothers out there. So thanks for the quick hello. I'll hand it back to Greg.
Yeah, man, I think I'm going to get out of here. I'm getting a little tired. I got to get up early tomorrow. Early for me, 8 o'clock. And take care of some stuff around the house and get ready to go back to work because I've been off for about a week. So I'm kind of looking forward to it, actually. But I'm getting a lot of stuff done around the house. Unfortunately, we got some bad weather, so it might slow me down a little bit. But good to hear you out here, Chris and Frank. This is great. K6EGG. I'm going to be clear off XLX. What is this? XLX 28248X.
It's a lot of X's and 2s and 4s and 8s for me.
All right, Greg. We'll catch you later, and you'll be waking up shortly after or shortly before I get off work. All right, catch you later, and Chris, you have a good morning and a good day as well. 2E0 UKH KG6 and I'll tell you 73 all around.
All right, so that was the Freestar network there. I know what that means. Sorry, I got to keep in mind. I'm looking at. I'm looking at like 4 or 5 different screens. I'm listening to folks in SonoBus that you'll see here in a second.
Not me. I haven't used that one in a while.
No, I have not heard that one in a while, but it's good to hear Chris out there.
I've never heard that one.
We got Rick here, so that was for Rick for a while. We haven't used it in a while.
Rick, we made, I remember we made a 40-meter contact in the summertime like he was sitting in my front yard. It was beautiful.
Maybe he was.
I doubt it.
It'd be really weird. Like if you had a ham stick in your front yard.
He drove away really fast, if that's the case.
Oh, did you hear like the tires screeching after, as soon as you made the contact or something?
Well, see, he says he was in my backyard or my.
But which neighbor? The one with where you have the camera on normally, or a different neighbor?
I don't have I have a lot of cameras out there.
Yeah, but the one you used to show on the live stream.
I'm gonna get that up actually tomorrow. I was waiting for a part. Well, I got my Sony faced outside right now. My old 6000. Show the rain tomorrow. I'm gonna do an afternoon stream maybe. See if there's death and destruction going on in California.
The
there might be death and destruction.
What is this? Milli Vanilli? Is that the? No, I'm thinking something else.
Rains down in Los Angeles.
I am not doing Hamcation Handvention this year, unfortunately. I thought
You're not going to go to Dayton?
What's the date on it? I think I've already got booked on
May 17th.
Well,
no, Dayton.
Dayton's in June, I thought.
I'm sorry.
No, it's May.
It's May? Let me look at my calendar here.
There's
one in August too that I know I can't do.
I have them. I already have May booked.
Good. Stay out of Alabama. We don't want you here in August.
Wow. Which one of us are you refer to there, Sam?
Definitely won't be doing. See, I have the week off before that. The weekend off before that. I don't want to.
Sam, are you being a sad ham?
No.
You have got to be one of the saddest hams I've ever met.
Was that Trump that just came in?
Joke around, can he?
Yeah, that was Trump.
That was Trump. Hey, there's 22 you folks watching and only 18 likes. So you need a couple more. It's been quiet. I know it's a Sunday night. It's not all. I mean, I was surprised to hear some folks out there. But Hamstick, I appreciate you with your knowledge of the expensive magnetic radiation loop.
Mag loop of death.
Mag loop. So what happens if I put my head through the middle of that when I transmit FT8 at 100 watts?
You broke up there. Say it again.
What if I put my head in the middle of that loop when I'm transmitting 100 watts on FT8 on 20
You don't
meters?
want to do that.
No?
When I had it too close to me and I was like 6 feet away from it, 40 meters would give me like a feeling in my brain.
It's like going up to Mount Wilson.
Yeah, exactly. There's not enough people who like the video. Especially since, we've had so many celebrities on today. I don't understand.
Do you have any more celebrities who want to say hi?
Yeah,
Trump was here. Trump, do you think that people should like the video?
Everyone keeps saying it, and I agree with them. You should like Greg, K6EGG's live stream.
Oh, I thought you had some cartoon characters, available on standby.
Yes, they are. Go up to Mount Wilson sometime here in Southern California. You'll have like this weird, like headache. It's hard to explain. It's a headache, but it feels like it's hot. It's the best way I can describe it. And you feel it throughout your body, like your whole body.
I bet you could get a lot of awards up there, like
Mount Wilson.
Just radiating, like you can book all the put all the contacts in your log.
So Shane was wondering over in New Mexico, I believe, wondering how are you getting those voices? That's actually Trump calling in on Discord. He's on our Discord channel right now.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this, but I was on Josh's stream the other day, and then all of these celebrities keep calling me now. They're like, you're the best, Eric. Like, Elon called me. Trump did. I think former President Obama, Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
He's one of the reasons why I got a home sauna. He had a doctor on, and I've been watching her. I forget what her name is.
Joe, what do you think about Greg's live stream?
You should like Greg's live stream. Every time I watch him on air, it just blows my mind.
I agree.
He sounds like he's talking into a compressed SM7B. That's a signature
I sound
SMB
like a compressed
sound.
SM7B.
It's not a real SM7B though. Right?
Oh, no, I'm on the MV7.
Yeah, you're on the MV7. It's a little bit different of an element. See, I could talk. I have both of them.
Well, he sounds good though, doesn't he?
He does sound good. Now, this is me into the 7B here. So much different. I have the gain pretty much exactly the same. Totally sounds different, huh?
Yeah, you do sound different.
Yeah.
You do.
Different microphone.
You could
same exact processing and everything.
It sounds different enough that you could work yourself on the radio and get worked all states.
Really? From California? The People's Republic?
Yeah, like you could just make up call signs and then log yourself with the different microphones on DMR.
I think California should have its own
DX entity because for the People's Republic of California. Speaking of which, sorry, I don't know where that came from, but yeah, see how much different those microphones sound, and I have them going through the same Aphex 204, just another channel of it. I'm using the same exact preamp, same exact settings. Gain structure is a little bit different, but huge difference in microphones. Right? This one sound better?
Yeah, you sound different. Like both sound like you, but I don't know which one sounds more like you.
The RE20.
SM7B.
Have you met Greg?
No, he has not met Greg. In a world where he has not met Greg.
On the phone.
In a world where
Seth has met me in the free state of Florida.
Oh boy, I'm sorry.
In the free state of Florida at the MCO airport.
Upgraded to general.
Hey, that might be coming soon. You never know. I'm going to get off of that. It sounds so... It almost sounds like I'm in a can. It's weird.
A can?
Think of all the fake awards you can get when you upgrade to general.
I know, right? I gotta as soon as I got the general license, man, I hit the ground running. Scott's like, you gotta log. He was texting me. He's like, you gotta log.
Who do you want to ask about fake awards?
Elon.
Do you want Elon? We can do Morgan Freeman. I think he called.
Yes, do Morgan Freeman.
The voice of God?
Let's call Morgan Freeman.
The voice of God?
We already talked to Elon. He might be busy.
Morgan, can you bless us with some of your narration?
There is a mysterious ritual of making contacts to win fake awards that dates back to the beginnings of QRZ.
Yeah, it reminds me of when he narrated March of the Penguins.
That was good. I like that. I watched the whole series. It was very good.
Does
Has he
Voice
died
of
lately?
God have any more comments?
Has Morgan died lately?
No.
I think
he's died about 4 times.
I think that's the only audio. I mean, he told me he was pretty tired, so I may have to call him again later.
Yeah, I was gonna say give him a call.
By the way,
Yeah,
Seth,
I feel like
Seth, we got to get that IFB going again.
Oh, it doesn't work? Wow, what's wrong?
Like
who's Sam Kinison?
He's been dead for about 30 years.
He died
he did 92, right? Like 92-ish?
Yeah. He was a
car accident.
comedian, yeah. Head on a 40.
And then
Up by
apparently
Needles.
I read somewhere that if he would have not moved, he could have been saved.
So yeah, someone pulled him out of the car and it broke his vertebrae and it hit a nerve or something that shut his heart off. Yep. First aid.
You gotta reboot it.
Reboot the nerve.
What is his name? Data from Star Trek?
Yeah.
All right, Greg, what's your schedule for the rest of the
I'm off tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be live streaming tomorrow. We'll see. I'll definitely live stream on Tuesday. And then I'm working all the way up until Sunday. And I probably will stream next Sunday night. I got kind of a light schedule. It's like 3 days on, 4 days on, 2 days off. So, I'll be on quite a bit here and there. I'm hoping to get my HF antenna up by next Sunday. We'll see, depending on the weather. It's supposed to stop raining, I think, on Saturday. We'll see. So I might try to get it up Saturday night before I go on a live stream, maybe get on 40 or something like that. I kind of made, what's that, Sam?
Just give it the blue pill and it'll go up.
Hey, I heard there's a generic version of that pill now.
I made it a little bit easier for me to pop it up. So it should take about 7 minutes instead of 15. So we'll see. Shouldn't be all too bad. But like I said, I'm tired of doing it and just want something a little bit more efficient so I can stay on the air more. I got one. Let me see here. I was just about ready to go off here. Do I have permission to put your email up on the... I got to make it official. I have an InFed 4010. Email is not coming across here. Let me see here.
You could get ham sticks.
No. I heard this guy named Eric doesn't like him. You're back to Hamstick Eric, huh?
Yep.
That's how I know you as, though. You're always going to be Hamstick Eric to me. The email is not coming through here. So Dustin, I'm checking both of my my phone, and I'll have to show them next time, probably tomorrow if I come on. We'll see. I'll definitely show them on Tuesday. I'll keep them in my book here, or my log of emails. So,
Greg, you got to put your antenna up next week? Is that what you got to do?
I'm going to try to put it up next Saturday.
Why do you have that as a sound effect?
I knew that was cue to do a sound effect. I knew it. I bought it anyways.
I just downloaded it.
Why? That's like worse. That's like worse than me having all of my celebrity friends call in.
It's 64 feet, Frank. It's yeah. Well, all right. Sorry about that. Open up the other microphone. You guys take care. I'm gonna try to I might try to come on tomorrow afternoon if there's death and destruction. And I might
live stream it.
Yeah, I might try to get into some local repeaters and get some real weather reports from people out there driving in the rain, local repeaters and stuff. Take care there, K.
Make sure you call CQ.
B1UF. I will try to. Take care, everybody. Got anything to say?
Goodbye.
Hello, everybody. Thanks again for watching the Greg K6EGG live stream. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and most importantly, share. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.